Hey everyone, it's Aaron, and today I'm going to talk to you about some of the main reasons why you should be playing Pokemon in 2020. And I know a lot of the people a lot of you guys have grown up with Pokemon and you've played the original games, Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, Yellow, and that some of Pokemon has just run out of ideas and that they're just coming up with random stuff right now, but honestly that's not true. And the proof of that, Pokemon Sword and Shield, the latest games that came out last year, were liked so much by a lot of people that it revived a lot of the Pokemon fans in the community. And not to mention the fact this is like the first Pokemon game ever to get a DLC. Other Pokemon games have gotten remakes, like Pokemon Ruby got Pokemon Omega Ruby, same with Pokemon Sapphire, Alpha Sapphire, but this game actually got its own DLC, as in just a continuation in the game. So a lot of people hyped up about it, and now that the games have actually been out for around a month or two, everyone is so taken up and surprised by how Pokemon managed their time and effort to make something so beautiful. And I'm not really sure about both the versions of the game because so far I've only seen Armored Isle. I haven't played the other version of it, the Crown Tundra. I'm not even sure if it's out yet or not because a lot of the people said it's not out yet, but I've seen the Armored Isle and I gotta say that it's a really huge island. And again, this is like an open world game, so whatever you see like in the distance, you can literally go to that place. There's like next to no limits. I mean, there are a couple of limits, but there's like next to no limits in Sword and Shield's DLC. And not to mention the fact that Pokemon has grown a lot in these past couple of years. I think Pokemon started in 1996, but it's been like almost maybe 40 years now. A really long way from those first mainline games that they started out with, then the anime as well. And honestly, when I think back to those days, I think of all the good like childhood memories I had of just watching the anime and playing the game and stuff. And I know a lot of people will like probably watching this video will be like, Pokemon is like for kids, it's childish, and yeah, stop wasting our time. But like, look, okay, for all the people who have grown up with Pokemon or have at least played a couple of the games or watched the anime or read the manga or anything like that, those people would know exactly what I'm trying to convey to the non-Pokemon people who've like never played Pokemon before, have only heard of it through some trailers or just like through friends and stuff. But what I'm saying is like absolute truth. So you can really like, don't take my word for it. If you don't really want to take my word for it, you can go and play the games yourself or watch the trailers for the DLC that I was just talking about. It's called the Armored Isle Expansion Pass. And honestly, I really feel that Pokemon's going in the right direction now, and that so far, like, no matter like how many stuff or like how many things they've been through, it's been going on really well for them. I mean, like for them as a a company or like a business, there's been a lot of roadblocks. There always has been, like in any business or like / company. There's always gonna be a lot of roadblocks. And for Pokemon, like the main roadblock that they were experiencing was that the games were too childish, or the anime was too childish, and like the characters never grew up, and But if you're like a new timer to Pokemon and you have like no idea or a clue as to what Pokemon is, a roadblock that Pokemon had faced for the longest time was attracting the attention of their old fans who were around 10 or 11 or maybe even 12 when they first were introduced to Pokemon. They were trying to get back their attention with these new games, which they honestly did. I mean, Sword and Shield is a hit. And the other objective of them was to try and tell people that, okay, look, we started out as like, you know, a childish thing for Pokemon, and it was supposed to be like that, to get to a lot of people first, to get to a lot of kids. And a lot of the millennial people here know that Pokemon is like one of the things that, the building blocks of our childhood, basically. And what I'm trying to convey here in this video is that it is one of the best things that I have ever been introduced to in my life. And I remember for the longest time, people were like, oh, Pokemon's lame, it's stupid, it's dumb. And that was one of the main reasons why I stayed away from it. Because I didn't want to be that kid who like, oh, plays that dorkish game that no one else plays and stuff. But then, I remember one day I got back from school, I think it was maybe in the 4th grade, I think. I got back from school, and I don't know, I was really depressed that day. I can't really think back to what I was depressed about, but I remember I was like deeply depressed about something related to school. And so when I came back home, I just switched on the TV and I was like, maybe this might cheer me up. And then an episode of Pokemon was going on. And as you can guess, from there, I went to watch the entire season of the episode that I was watching. I watched the entire season of that. Then I went on to like the very first Pokemon episodes. For me, I was introduced to the anime first, then I came into the main games and, you know, a lot of the games. Actually, the really ironic thing was, the first Pokemon episode I watched was from Gen 5 in the Unova region, and even the first game that I played was Pokemon White. And again, it's Gen 5. So I know a lot of you people like don't really like Gen 5. And honestly, I never really liked it either. But it was like one of those times that Pokemon caught my attention. I was like, okay, you know what? Even if this generation isn't that good, at least there's a lot of other generations of Pokemon, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. We have 8 now. There's 8 generations of Pokemon. But what I'm really trying to say is that it's grown a lot. It's faced a lot of challenges, difficulties throughout the years, and it's just one of those games that you should play like in your lifetime. And trust me, the experience is something you won't forget. Plus, like what Pokemon has done is, through Sword and Shield, the new games that came out, they finally gave their players the freedom, because one of the main reasons, and even I was at one of those people at that point, was like, okay, this game is literally holding your hand through the entire playthrough. Throughout the entire time that you play this game, the game is like, do this, do that, you should do this, you should do that. And when Sword and Shield came out, and I was like, oh, please don't tell me they did the same thing. And I watched a couple of other YouTubers who played walkthroughs of the game and gameplays, and I was shocked to see, like, for the first time ever, Pokemon had come out with an open world game. And again, open world in the sense that the game no longer holds your hand through the entire game. They literally gave you the freedom to do whatever you wanted. And one of the main examples in that is the wild area. It's literally the middle part of the Galar region in the game in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it is huge. There are different parts of it covered in snow, sand, water, all the different types of landforms, and there are loads and loads of new Pokemon that should be caught. One of my favorites, for all the dragon type people who really love dragon type Pokemon, one of my favorites is the Dreepy evolution line. Dreepy, Dracloak, Dragapult. Those were all of like my favorite Pokemon from Shield, and I got a lot more on my list, but for this video I'm just gonna stick to the whole like drawing your attention to Pokemon thing. So anyway, I think I should cut it off here, but I really hope that whoever watches this video really gets to know Pokemon a lot better and play the games, and all I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to like share this experience, like whatever I experienced with the game in my childhood with you guys. And yeah, I really hope that I was able to do that through this video. And my channel, you'll be seeing a lot of videos related with Nintendo stuff, like Pokemon, The Legend of Zelda, and countless other Nintendo-based games. But for now, I think I'll be sticking to Pokemon and a little bit of The Legend of Zelda, which you guys will see in some of my later on videos. You'll see a lot of Legend of Zelda mentioned also, because that's one of my favorite games too. And I mainly liked it for the storyline, and the characters and stuff. There's a lot of character development in that game. Most of you would know that. But anyway, again guys, thanks for watching this video, and I really appreciate it if you just hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that whenever I put out a new video, you'll get notified immediately. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the content, and yeah.